What's up guys, Visual Maximus here. So in light of the Marvel's Avengers Age of Ultron teaser trailer, I wanted to do a character bio of Ultron himself, the main antagonist in the Avengers Age of Ultron movie. But for the purpose of this video, this will be following the comic book origins of Ultron and the comic book bio of Ultron. As we know, the Avengers Age of Ultron origins will be changed to some degree. So with that being said, let's get straight into the history of Ultron. So Ultron Mark 1 was constructed by Dr. Hank Pym of the Avengers, as a famed scientist / adventurer was experimenting in high intelligence robotics. Ultron became sentient and rebelled, hypnotizing Pym and brainwashing him into forgetting that Ultron had ever existed. He immediately began improving upon his design, quickly upgrading himself several times to become Ultron Mark 5. He then went on to organize the second incarnation of the Masters of Evil under the guise of Crimson Cowl, and battle Pym and his teammates in the Avengers. If you guys don't know, Hank Pym is basically Ant-Man. Ultron has generally remained a solo operative, being too genocidal to willingly work alongside any human for any length of time. His most notable achievements may be the creation of the synthesized called the Vision, whose body was a copy of the original Human Torch and whose mind was based on that of Wonder Man. Ultron also created a mate, quote-unquote mate, Jocasta, who also joined the Avengers. Ultron tried again with the creation of Alchema, the war toy, whose mind was based on that of Mockingbird. Like his other creations, Alchema turned on him. That's one of Ultron's many failures, that anyone he creates, they kind of turn on him, especially in the comics, and we're going to see this in a movie, presumably with the Vision, if he's created by Ultron. Although she alone shared his desire to replace humanity with machine life. Although Ultron has been destroyed countless times, he has rebuilt himself anew each time, usually renumbering himself in the process after being destroyed by the Avengers. Several of his bodies, beginning with Ultron Mark 6, have been composed of adamantium or of a slightly weaker adamantium alloy called secondary adamantium. Ultron Mark 7 had a gigantic body, distinguishing himself from the various other Ultrons. But this body was not composed of adamantium and was destroyed by the Fantastic Four. Ultron Mark 8 created Jocasta, but was destroyed by the Scarlet Witch, whose probability manipulation powers let her disrupt his internal workings. So Ultron Mark 11 was recreated by the Beyonder to battle alongside other villains during the Secret Wars. He only cooperated with his human teammates after being reprogrammed by Doctor Doom. The next incarnation, Ultron Mark 12, initially joined the Lethal Legion to battle the Vision and his new family, his wife the Scarlet Witch and his mental brother Wonder Man. But came to reconsider his actions. He reconciled with his father Henry Pym and renamed himself from Ultron Mark 12 to Mark 11, I believe. So there you guys go. Ultron Mark 11 was destroyed in retaliation by Wonder Man. Ultron Mark 13 was rebuilt by Doctor Doom with all of his other body's memories, and as an unforeseen consequence had all 13 personalities running in its mind at once. Just imagine how powerful a guy like that would be. So Ultron's gone on to do many wars with many different people, most notably wars like Annihilation, Conquest. However, this is not the end of Ultron. For this embodied consciousness was drawn to the Babel Spire on the world conquered by the flanks. Instead of being assimilated, Ultron took control of the flanks through sheer will, bending them to his will. In turn, they viewed Ultron as the sympathetic father they had yearned for. Together they invaded Kree space and subjugated the majority of the Kree Empire, separating it from the rest of the universe with a massive energy shield. And he's gone on to do other things, like post-Civil War he went on to he became a small insect-like robot, found its way into the Infinite Avengers mansion and entered one of Jocasta's bodies, gaining control over it as a new vessel. Later, he began to override Jocasta's multiple bodies at the moment when all but Pym, Jocasta and the two agents from Grampa remained in the mansion. He began to take over, remodeling the structure to his own hand, corrupting all of Jocsta's body except for one Pym had added organic limbs to. Eventually, after multiple tricks against Ultron and revealing the Infinite Mansion to actually be part of the Spirit Janet Van Dyne, Pym gave Ultron Jocsta as a wife due to the turmoil between her and Pym, and in order for Ultron to leave him be and live outside the mansion in an outer universe. So Ultron has actually died and he has returned. So years ago, Hank Pym was approached by the Wolverine of an alternate universe where Ultron launched a massive and sudden attack on New York and the rest of the world, quickly taking over the whole planet and annihilating humankind and wanting to kill Pym in order to prevent his future from happening. This is what the alternate Wolverine wanted to do. He wanted to kill Hank Pym. But Logan was stopped by the Wolverine of a near future, so in effect a paradox was happening. Wolverine was stopped by Wolverine, whose actions of killing Hank Pym created a timeline where Earth was constantly threatened by Morgan Le Fay and the heroes struggled to survive. Pym was allowed to live, but he was tasked to create a hidden failsafe program to destroy Ultron when needed. In the present, a strange object crashed on Earth and Sword sent Spider-Woman to investigate. She was captured by Intelligentsia, who was also looking for the man-like object. When the Avengers appeared at the Intelligentia's base to rescue Spider-Woman, the creature revived, revealing to be Ultron, who had returned to Earth. Iron Man was contracted by Hank Pym, who managed to activate the failsafe program and shut Ultron down once and for all. So guys, that's basically the character bio for Ultron. Very evil, very powerful. But with that being said, please can you like the video, comment your thoughts and opinions, share the video and subscribe for more. Peace.